Hey everyone, this is Scott from the Forgot to Grow podcast. Welcome to another edition of ReWatching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., our weekly video series where I rewatch a different episode of each Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. each week and then talk about my thoughts after. So this week I'm starting Season 3, Episode 1, Laws of Nature. Is the one we're talking about today. I'll be talking about the plot summary to start and then just my general thoughts and some Easter eggs and foreshadowing I noticed in this episode. So let's just get started with that plot summary. So the plot summary says, after developing metal bending abilities, Joey is saved from the hostile Advanced Threat Containment Unit by S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. When Agent Daisy Johnson struggles to explain to Joey their inhuman heritage activated by the exposure to the recently released compound Terrigen, she seeks the help of Lincoln, who taught her, but he also just wants to live a normal life. S.H.I.E.L.D. Director Phil Coulson finds the leader of the ATCU, Rosalind Price, and the two realize that there is a third party interested in the new Inhumans, the monstrous Inhuman Lash, who attacks Daisy and Lincoln. The subsequent arrival of the ATCU causes both Lash and Lincoln to flee. The organization begins hunting them. Agent Fitz acquires an ancient Hebrew scroll describing the Kree monolith that consumed his partner Gemma Simmons, and that described the monolith as death, which Fitz is unable to accept. Gemma, we then see, meanwhile, is on a desolate alien planet, struggling to survive. And that's the plot summary. It was a little, sorry guys, a little bad. I gotta talk to Wikipedia about that summary. It was a terrible one. But yeah, this episode was really cool. Great way to start off the third season with the team right off the bat trying to help a new Inhuman, Joey, who had just developed powers. And we kind of get the basis of what this season's going to be kind of focused around, them finding these different Inhumans were affected by the Terrigen getting released. And I really like this season for that element, that we get a lot more of these, super powered individuals. I like that, we got kind of not two villains in a sense, because I wouldn't say the ATCU are necessarily villains, but they're kind of antagonists to S.H.I.E.L.D. because they kind of have different objectives, eventually working together later in the season at some point. But then we also have Lash, who just is kind of the random party in this. We all kind of, for those of you who have already watched this, we know what his deal is, but we'll get to that when we learn through the show. But I did like his addition, especially when we first get it. When you first watch the show, it's kind of a fun addition because you're like, oh, damn, we haven't seen that before. Like a real alien-looking dude. First one of the Inhumans besides Reyna to kind of go like full, full transformation. So that was pretty interesting. Oh, well, I really like that part. I should say, not interesting. I always say interesting a lot. But what else did I like about this episode? I liked how they got Joey out at the beginning with the containment capsule. They rocketed down. They got then rocketed it back up to the new bus, which looked badass, like the kind of updated design they added to it. It's got some of the hello turbines, I don't know what you call them, just help it go up and down. Anyways, I like that addition. We got most of the team back. We don't have May back yet. She's off on vacation still, and Simmons obviously is still stuck on the alien planet. They all think some of them think she's dead, but Fitz won't accept that. And I like that storyline in this season because I like that they don't give the team much to go off of at the beginning, but Fitz is just determined to keep finding, and eventually he does figure out the answers, and eventually, throughout this season, I really enjoyed that storyline, so I'm excited to get back to it as I progress through this season. At one point, we get a Sokovia reference. Actually, we get a couple references. There was a Sokovia reference at the near the beginning of the episode, and then near the end, we hear the president referring to New York, Battle of New York, London, Thor 2, a little Thor 2 thrown in there, and then Sokovia again, which I thought was a cool little reference. And then another cool reference in this one was Coulson saying to Fitz, mentioning that he even thought that because they thought the monolith might have shrunk her because of the Pym incident. And I was like, oh, they said Pym. I forgot that this happened in this. There was a Pym particle drop. They named it. They thought this Simmons maybe got shrunk, but that didn't happen. And so I like that was a cool little reference. I like those references. I love these ties to the MCU because it just makes it feel like so much more of a real world even though it's got superheroes and stuff. But yeah, and then Fitz at the end is trying to goes banging on the monolith. I really like that because it shows just how frustrated he is and how he just wants it to do something because he gets so few answers. You know, throughout this episode, a few times you hear Coulson and Bobby mention that he's tried so many different things already that maybe it's time for him to give up. And he's like, I can't give up. I just can't. And he goes so far as even to break into the monolith and go banging on it, and it's an emotional scene. I love Fitz. Fitz is definitely one of my favorite characters, if not my favorite character. And then yeah, we just see Gemma on the alien planet, which I like the way they kind of tease that and then don't go too much into it until we actually get the full episode seeing her time on the alien planet. So I really enjoyed those little teaser as opposed to giving us too much information, us knowing all about it. We kind of had to wait till we get to that episode, which I really enjoyed. But yeah, that's all I had written down that I enjoyed about this particular episode. I really enjoyed this season, so I can't wait to get to the next episode and get through the different episodes in this season. What did you guys think of this first episode of the third season? Did you like it? Did you not? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks again for joining me today, and have a good one.